Welcome to NCA TV. I'm Brent Baughman here with Teresa Thompson, NCA's Health Communications Scholar of the Year. Terry, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about your role with the NCA, how long you've been with it.
Oh my goodness. I think I attended my first NCA conference, when it was SCA, the Speech Communication Association, in perhaps 1974, maybe 1975, so a number of years ago. I've been both chair and secretary of the Health Communication division of NCA and served on a number of different committees and boards over the years.
So you've worn all the right hats.
Well, I don't know if I'd say the right hats, but I've worn a number of hats.
A lot of them.
Yes, that's right.
In all that time, how have you seen the NCA change over the years?
Oh goodness, so much growth. Development in so many new areas. The association, when I first started attending, was a very traditional orientation. It had a very traditional orientation, kind of a speech orientation, some interpersonal communication scholars, and the field has just expanded so much since then. So every year when I come to an NCA conference, I see more and more people. It used to be that I'd come to a conference and I would know everyone I saw there, but that's changed.
You'd have
with
about
all the
4,000, 5,000 friends.
There you go,
exactly.
Weekend, right? Exactly.
Now let's talk health communication. I mean, this is a field that's relatively new in the communications world.
Right.
How has your work changed, especially in the last few years, with healthcare being a bigger and bigger public issue?
Very good question. I've been editing the journal Health Communication for almost 22 years now. And when we originally started publishing the journal, most of the work focused on like physician-patient interaction, other healthcare provider-patient interaction, but relatively quickly, more and more work started being submitted related to health content in the media, the impact of health campaigns, organizational aspects of communication. So that field too has expanded. The journal has grown along with that. We started publishing 4 issues a year. Then we went to 6 issues a year. Now we publish 8 issues a year. So every time I turn around, I'm sending another issue to press.
You're very busy.
I recently went through the most popular text in health communication, which is Athena Dupree's Communication in Health or something like that, and counted the number of articles from our journal that had been cited in there, 172.
Wow.
I didn't even know we'd published that many, but obviously we have. I just sent volume 25, issue number 1.
25 issue 1, congratulations.
Yes, exactly, thank you. So the field has just grown enormously. There's now another journal of health communication that's equally popular. We both have a tremendous number of subscribers and contributors, et cetera. So there's just been great interest, I think, because the field of health communication has such important bottom line impacts. You know, when we're dealing with people's health, we're really dealing with very important quality of life issues, bottom line issues. There are no esoteric kind of concerns I hear. They're all really important.
It's the real stuff.
It is.
And so speaking specifically about this weekend, have you gotten to see any of the health communication papers or panel discussions?
A few, not nearly as many as I would like. I was at a fascinating a panel this morning that really continued all morning, looking at the development of communication competency assessments for doctors of osteopathy there. So medical schools have slowly begun instituting communication courses in their programs, and doctors of osteopathy have really always been more oriented towards communication concerns. They're really more oriented towards the whole patient and alternative care options, et cetera. So that's just a natural fit with them. So that was one of the particularly interesting ones I saw at this conference.
Now I know you're busy and you travel around a lot, but are you looking forward to anything outside NCA this weekend in Chicago? And how long are you going to be in town?
Just until tomorrow afternoon. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. You know, Chicago is a city of such wonderful restaurants. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, where we do not have such wonderful restaurants. on. So looking forward to dinner tonight. But as I'm sure you found with some of the other people that you talked to, one of the things that's particularly wonderful about our conferences, especially NCA, is seeing old friends. You know, people that I've known for, oh my goodness, 35 years in some cases. So that's the thing I enjoy the most. Although I do enjoy the intellectual stimulation of the panels as well.
Of course, that's part of it. Talk about kind of the origins of NCA very quickly.
Oh, okay. Well, someone like Frank Dance would probably go back farther than I. When I first started coming to, again, what was at that point SCA, the conference always met between Christmas and New Year's. The very first one that I came to was here in Chicago, probably at this same hotel. I'm guessing we come here so frequently. One of the unique things about NCA is its broad appeal across the discipline. So there are some high school speech teachers who come here, certainly a lot of community college teachers, people at smaller colleges who would not come to any other association. We have, again, people from high school teachers all the way up to people at from doctoral granting institutions, really quite a bit of breadth there. And I think I've seen that increase even more.
A lot of diversity.
Over the years, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Teresa Thompson. We appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you.
You're watching NCA TV.
Thank you.